Property rights in water emerged out of a scarcity in the West. There wasn't a lot of water to go around, and so they had to figure out a way to allocate it equitably with the least conflict possible. Prior appropriation rights are allocated according to time. So the first person to arrive on the source can use the water to their full extent prior to the next person along the line. There is no priority of beneficial use, so one use, say mining, does not take precedence over agriculture or domestic or municipal. There are very few incentives to conserve under the prior appropriation doctrine. Actually, the incentive is to use as much water as you can get away with, and if you don't use your water to the full extent, you could actually lose a part of your water right for non-use. So it's set up to maximize your use as long as you can and never let it go unused, or you can lose your property right. Conflict is the very root of the prior appropriation doctrine. I got here first. I raced to create my water right, and now that I'm here first, I'm going to use as much as I can to prevent you from taking part of my water right. Each state has a different set of water laws. Montana, instream flows has been declared a beneficial use. It's been a hard-fought legal battle to get it to that point. The legislature considered it a beneficial use in the 1970s, but the courts didn't recognize instream flow as a beneficial use until 2002. The best way to reduce conflict is to recognize the property right across the spectrum from senior to junior rights, and to be able to exchange, trade uses, to sell, or lease the water right. Currently, transaction costs are so high, it's very difficult to change the use of a given water right. So it further enhances the disincentive to being collaborative or cooperative. Transaction costs are extremely high, mostly because of administrative processes. But because it becomes such a strict scrutiny of the water right, there's a disincentive to even participate. There's a good chance your water right might come out reduced, so that's a huge disincentive. On the other hand, an incentive to participate would be to guarantee people that their water right would remain whole. Another case is to make it freely exchanged on a more open market system. So in my organization, Trout Unlimited, we've done a lot of water transactions. We can make it much more efficient and make it work for the water user to enter a transaction with us for in-stream flow. There is a growing set of water banks or water trusts emerging across the nation. And the function of these water trusts are like Trout Unlimited. The work we do really does help reduce transaction costs and makes transactions more efficient. So what a water bank can do, for example, is have the water rights in hand and changed. Without a water bank or some sort of institutional exchange, transactions will take minimum of 1.5 to 2 years. Until we can define the extent of the property right in water in very discrete terms, and then compare those water rights with others, water law will always be in a state of confusion.